Talk about masculine health secrets every man should know. So most men drift through life reacting to their body, right? Instead of building it. But masculine strength, that real strength, that lasting strength, that timeless strength, that type of strength that makes people say they don't make men like that anymore, it's built, not accidentally, but with intention, through diligence, through discipline, and it comes down to the three main areas, the three only areas: mind, body, and spirit. That they're never disconnected. So if anybody wants to talk about one, they have to address the other. The word says, "Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit?" So your body, some will call it a machine, but it's more than a machine. It's a sacred vessel that literally carries your purpose. And when you neglect that vessel, you dull your potential, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually, because the three are never disconnected. So the foundation is a mental mastery, right? A man's health begins in his mind. Your thoughts dictate your energy, your decisions, your habits, your behaviors. So, best practice that I've ever learned, that I've studied, observed from others and myself, is just start each day with some type of intention. Guard your inputs. Most the highest achievers, they are very intentional about what they watch, what we scroll, uh, what we listen to, what we eat. You know, ear gate, eye gate, mouth, what you touch, what you're just around, right? So reading has always been a powerful practice that I found. Reading empowering books, the Bible, Think and Grow Rich, whatever have you. Your wish is your command. Your wish is your command is the first, one of the most pivotal audio books that I listened to when I was beginning my journey, right? Just to remind you that your thoughts create reality. Silence, practice silence, meditate, prayer, just to reset your mental frequency, right? As a man thinks in his heart, so is you want to fine tune that thinking. Physical strength. Again, you can be you, you can only be as sharp spiritually as you are physically. If you're physically dull, you're gonna be spiritually dull, vice versa. Your body amplifies your energy, your masculine energy, your spiritual energy. When it's weak, everything else suffers. So practice for me and for others, walking. Sounds simple, but consistent movement improves circulation, clarity, mood. Walking is just a really a cheat code, man. I do these videos when I'm walking. I um, come up with ideas when I'm walking. Walking, man, just walk. Um, Keeps you present. Yeah, walking is it. And then you do have to lift. You should be lifting heavy, at least. Man, you don't got to be go hard with it, man. Too so hard with it. At least not starting off. I'm believing seasons too. You know, working with your seasons. But at some point, man, throughout the course of a year, man, you should have gotten up under some weights more than a few times. Lift weights, not just to build muscle, but just to build that discipline, that confidence, that hormonal balance, that that pushing testosterone, that willingness to put yourself under some voluntary resistance. Start to feel more like a man if you have if you haven't ever challenged yourself physically in that manner. It's very primal. Get up under some weights, and then recover. Recover harder than you train. Put more attention behind your recovery than your training. Get those 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Stretch daily. Um, Active recovery. Walking is a way to actively recover. Take your rest day seriously. Growth happens in recovery, not in the grind. Okay? 6 days labor, 7 day you shall rest. Rest is a command. Okay? Um, I don't want to get too much into the nutrition, um, but your nutrition and your supplementation. Most people, most people are going to need some type of supplementation. Just the way our diets are, the soil, there's a number of factors that affect us. Our just our what everything that our environment, everywhere that our environment affects our physiology, there's some type of deficiency, right? Most people, talking specifically to men, most men are deficient in some type of key minerals. Me included. I was magnesium deficient. Started having, um, always had, I've always suffered from migraines and hit a season, hit a spell where I just couldn't shake these migraines for like 2 months. Magnesium deficiency, right? Going too hard and just depleting myself. So um, the key minerals, that directly affects your performance. It affects your mood, your drive, everything about you. So magnesium, something I mentioned, it supports deep sleep and recovery. Like we talked about nerve health, stress regulation. It's a muscle relaxer. It's a mind relaxer. Magnesium glycinate, 3 and 8. Those are probably the best forms of magnesium. Creatine is so underrated as a supplementation because not only does it increase, it's one of the world's most researched supplements. You have to understand that. So it's for muscle growth, muscle recovery. Also, it's not lauded enough for its um, mental focus and mental acuity that it that's one of the benefits. Um, Zinc, that's a crucial um, mineral for um, testosterone production, immunity, your immune system, energy. Zinc deficiency is very common, just something that drains your vitality faster than most realize. So zinc, so supplementation, I won't go too deep on that. You can do your own research for your own self. I would suggest getting some blood work done as a baseline, and then uh, become a guinea pig on yourself of sorts, right? Biohack yourself. Try shit out. You're not going to kill yourself with taking nootropics and vitamins. You're not going to kill yourself taking a different combination of stuff, taking fish oils and uh, collagens. You know, these things are something that certain people have in um, in abundance. Certain people have in just enough supply. Some people are deficient in it. So, with the combination of maybe some blood work from your doctor and biohacking yourself, maybe journaling, you can create some health breakthroughs, some overcome some challenges, get past some plateaus, again, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Um, I'm not able to be as diligent in my prayer life if I'm just not feeling good, right? So anyway, these are not shortcuts, but think of them as investments, right? Investments in your most valuable asset, your body, your temple, your tool, your armor. So, um, and then of course we can't discount. I'm not going to overlook the spiritual alignment, right? Masculine health is totally incomplete without spiritual grounding. I'm not here to espouse any religion. I am a believer in God, the Father, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yahweh, but that's neither here nor there. You can build the perfect body and still feel empty if your soul, in some capacity, is malnourished. Okay? So spend time alone in nature, fast occasionally, read some spiritual texts, ancient texts, um, uplifting texts. Read the Word. Read the Bible. Even if you're not a believer, read the Bible. Read the Quran. Read the Bhagavad Gita. Just read them. Just try it. Listen and listen for wisdom in silence. Get in silence. Spend um, your spirit needs stillness, the exact same way that your muscles need movement and resistance. So for physical strength, um, physical training is of some value, but godliness has value for all things. But godliness has value for all things. That's the word, right? So the modern world will try to distract you. It'll try to numb you, try to weaken you. But if you're a man who guards their mind, builds their body, and nourishes your spirit, you are literally dangerous because you're disciplined, you're clear, and you're untouchable because you know your power. So, seriously, man, take your health seriously. I can't stress this enough to brothers. Be intentional, move with purpose, eat with purpose, mindfulness with wisdom, rest, brother, rest in peace, um, live with strength because it's not about how you feel physically. That will come with time if you stay diligent. It really will. Because you will radiate it. You will radiate mentally, physically, and spiritually. So that's all I got for you right now.